predictability. The milkman, the paper boy, evening TV. Did I get delivered here? Somebody tell me, please. This old world confusing me. Clouds as mean as you ever seen. Ain't a bird who knows you're true. Then a little voice inside you whispers, don't sell your dreams so soon. Everywhere you look, there's a heart, a hand to hold on to. Everywhere you look, there's a face of somebody who needs you.
Alright, Lakers, we're in the 5th week of the school year. I think it's finally time to talk about the do's and the don'ts of the Indian Lake High School hallways.
Good morning, Lakers. I'm Lane McPherson. Recently, I took Indian Lake School hallways to interview people about their homecoming dates. Do you have a date for homecoming?
No. No one has asked me yet.
For real? Yes, I do, and she is Macy Romanowski.
Nah, she ain't.
So do you think you need to be asked to homecoming if you're already dating the person?
No, I kind of feel like it's a given if you're with that person.
I don't think you have to unless you want to just for the fun of it.
Is there a right or wrong way to ask someone?
I feel like you should just do it in person.
Mom.
Hey, Eduardo, let's go!
Yeah, stop with the promposal stuff. This stuff is ridiculous. It should be as simple as, hey, you want to go to homecoming? And the answer should be as simple as yes or no.
I prefer to be asked in front of the whole district.
Did you go to homecoming when you were younger?
Yeah, I think I went to homecoming all 4 years of school, and I really enjoyed it. I always had some of my best memories are from high school dances. I actually went with a different person all but the last 2 years, and then the last 2 years I went with a girl that I dated for my junior and senior year, and she's a teacher at Bell Fountain.
I went freshman, sophomore, and junior year with whoever I was dating at the time.
I did go to homecoming 3 out of the 4 years. I went with my longtime boyfriend for the first 3, and then the last one with Mr. Coburn.
What was your most awkward experience during homecoming?
It was probably my senior year. I was on the homecoming court, and I remember they lined all of us up for a picture, and right as they took a picture, I sneezed, and that was the picture that made it into the yearbook. So there's a picture of the whole homecoming court. All of them are smiling nicely, and I'm up there going, like this, just the exact moment. It's pretty bad.
So probably my most awkward experience was my senior year when I was supposed to go with Mr. Coburn, and he was playing football at Ohio Northern at the time, and he had a game that day, and that was before cell phones, which is embarrassing, but that was before cell phones, and he had an away game that didn't get over, and he couldn't call me to tell me that he was going to be late. And so I waited around and waited and waited and waited, and finally he got there and the dance was already over. So I didn't get to go to the dance, but went to some things afterwards with him.
Probably when Caden Roberts took me my freshman year.
How did he ask you?
He got me a box of wings and said, "You want to wing it at homecoming?"
Probably freshman year when my date ditched me for Ella.
What was your best experience at homecoming?
My best experience was when I skipped it senior year and went to concerts instead. On Saturday, I saw Nine Inch Nails and Queens of the Stone Age, and then I went to the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame on Sunday, and then saw Weezer and the Foo Fighters the next day. I had a girlfriend at the time, lost her very quickly afterwards when I told her I wasn't going to the dance.
So my favorite experience was my junior year. I got to be the homecoming attendant, and so that was a lot of fun to be chosen and get to, ride around in the convertibles, and just that whole experience was really fun.
So what would be some advice you'd give to people that are going to homecoming this year?
Well, I think a lot of it has to do with confidence. I think you should go and have fun and not worry about, people looking at you thinking, oh my gosh, they can't dance, because I was terrible at dancing. I had no rhythm and I was awkward. You probably can't imagine a guy who likes birds and butterflies being a little socially awkward, but yeah, I was. It's okay. I would definitely go back and do them again if I could.
Hey Lakers, today I went around and asked the student body and a few teachers on what they thought about having a homecoming king.
Has there ever been a homecoming king?
Not to my recollection. In the last 20 years, there has not been male candidates for king or court. I know when the school district was started 52 years ago, there wasn't a male king court then, so we just carried on that tradition.
I have no idea, to be honest with you. In my 23 years here, we've not had a homecoming king. That's not to say that there wasn't one back in the day.
Would you be opposed of having a homecoming king?
I would not be. I know a lot of schools around us do that. I'm actually thinking about sending out a Google survey to see what the student body thinks. Obviously, it's a little late for this year, but maybe next year, if kids are in favor of it, we'll try it.
I wouldn't be opposed to it. I think what happened here was we had the snowball dance for a number of years, and they would announce a king at that time.
Do you think there will ever be a homecoming king?
Since we've kind of done away with snowball, I think the homecoming king will come to fruition in the near future.
Do you plan on going to homecoming?
Yes, I do.
Yeah, I do.
Yeah.
Do you think it's good that we have a homecoming court?
I do. I think it's very fun having choosing people out when we're out on the field. Like this year, it was really fun. A lot of hype out there. A lot of hype.
Yeah, it's just something that we've always done.
Yes. All the girls get to know each other.
They all look pretty.
Do you think we should have a homecoming king?
I do, and I say this because I think dudes really boogie it down when we get there. The girls, they ain't about it like that.
This is just something new that we should do.
Yeah.
How come?
Yeah.